So while we were uncovering the feathered serpent, one of y'all in chat, Lisa, got involved. She happened to live closely and wanted to come out and see it for herself. Brought her own shovel. And because obviously on my $40 Cricket phone, the detail on this shit isn't showing up very well. And there's been a lot of critics from the troll cage that had said, oh, we're never going to find anything about natural rocks and how this is a natural rock. And it is nowhere near natural rock. And none of the rocks that I pulled out of this hole were. They were all put here by the Jesuit, the Jesus cult of the Catholic Church, who murdered everybody that knew what was in the hole, except for a couple of the natives that escaped. Now, this is Lisa's first 5 minutes in the hole.
This is his plume. And this coming off with the snake skin. The plumes are right here. And with the feathers on the other side of this rock. This rock. Go ahead and step. Yeah, this one here. This one here's a bigger, more ornately carved one. Here's a snake skin on this one. This one's probably half as big as this one. This is the snake pit. They tied up the natives that used to be a church where you were sitting today smoking a joint. And they tied and held them captive in the basement. And until they agreed to put all the effigies in a hole. And then they killed most of them.
Dude, I can feel like trauma response.
Right here, in this hole.
Like,
yep.
My body's shaking.
Horrible
like, just
pain in this hole.
It's probably why you're experiencing pain down here.
It's horrible.
It's just a lot of energy of trauma.
So come on up over here. You probably want to put your shoes on.
Thanks, Jesuit order.
We'll take it all in just a little bit at a time. Now you can see the ridge of the feet and the trim around it.
Yeah.
Now come over here. But they're still attached to the back of the back.
Look at all of these symbols.
Yeah. Slam dunk.
Look at all the symbols, she says. You can see these things when you're there really well, that these are fucking man-made, and they're amazing. They're in the middle of Michigan.
Once I uncovered that yesterday, I ran screaming up the hill. I said, oh my God, they're intact.
Because they're all
That's
intact.
why I sold my berries.
They're all there.
I've got to tell you, you can't see this.
It's not as good as you can here.
On video.
Yeah,
no.
I know. See?
When I'm watching the video, you don't see what you're showing.
I can see a good portion of it. It's just very hard.
It's pixelated, and you know.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it doesn't have a good camera. I don't. Bad.
I'm just clarifying that seeing it in person is nothing like.
Yeah, I knew what I was on top of. I knew there was something here. I just didn't know what it was at first. I knew something was here, though. See, we're going to have to move this rock back and that rock back.
Like I said, we're going to find amazing things here in Michigan. I knew there was a temple. I didn't know whose it was. At first in the hole, I thought it was a pregnant lady I was standing on with a feathered cape. And we had to dig a little bit more and found out, in fact, it's a feathered serpent with egg effigies and other effigies of the feathered serpent that they had built in a freaking amazingly difficult position to get in and find that 10-ton version. And right in front of the snake's nose is another 10-ton version. That big flat rock in the front with all that red letter on, that we were wondering, is this Phoenician writing? What, you know? And I ain't including that in this video. It's in the other video. But it's fucking amazing. What's in that one pit. One pit. And there's plenty to dig. We found the white concrete, the white piezoelectric gem-filled gem material that is airless, has no air capillaries in it. It's made specifically for holding heavy weight. These are the temples that Thoth took off from. He flew across the ocean to the east, to the land of Kim. We've covered that in several of these videos. This isn't a one-off. It isn't like I just guessing at this. This is the first dig in the area. The first hit. The first dig. The first shovel full of dirt that went in, we discovered. All of this. Every time the shovel hit the dirt. That's not a coincidence. That's not a one-off. That's not a guess. That's called the result of doing good homework. Whilst an immense effort is set forth against your endeavors in every manner, respecting the entire scope of my life has been taken and fucking thrown shit at by these fucking government trolls. And yet, here we are. This is the fucking way it looks when you do your homework and know what you're doing. You freaking don't listen to other fucking people. You do your own goddamn homework. That way you'll know what's going on. I don't waver because I know the moon isn't supposed to do cartwheels, and I knew those fucking temples were there. Have a good day.